DEI Instructional Videos, Electronic Series. In this series of instructional videos, you will learn how to use the Arduino, as well as simple codes to use. May the power of electronics help you in your challenge.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex. Today I'm going to show you how to control this blinking LED with a sensor. Now suppose you have a sensor such as a button, and you want the light to turn on, but only when you're pressing the button. We can do that with a push button and a digital read command. First, we're going to plug this button into a breadboard. A breadboard is basically a way that allows you to make circuits easily. These rows are all interconnected. So for example, if I were to place something here and something in this row, and since they're in the same row, they're both connected. To wire this up, we're going to wire one side of the button, and that's going to go to 5 volts on the Arduino board. We are going to wire the other side so that it goes to pin 3, because that's where we're going to be seeing if the button is on or not. We're also going to need to connect the button to ground with a resistor. I'm going to plug the black wire into this negative rail right there. And these rails are all interconnected. So if I were to plug something in there and there's something in there, they would also be connected. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the side of the button that's connected to pin 3, and it's also going to be connected to the ground. Now our wiring setup is complete. What we're going to do is we're going to set up pin 13 as an output. And we're going to let pin 3 be an input. Remember, this is case sensitive. And remember to put a semicolon at the end. Now, in the loop, we're going to run something called an if statement. An if statement basically lets you test if something is true. And if it is, it runs something. If it's not, it doesn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to test to see if the button is pressed. So what we're going to use a function called digital read. We're going to digital read for pin 3 because that's where the button is plugged in. And if digital read pin 3 equals high, because that means it's on. We have 2 equal signs because it's a logical command, and when programming in Arduino, we need to have 2 equal signs when using a logical command. If digital read 3 equals high, then what we want to turn the light on, which is plugged into pin 13. Then we're going to do digital write for pin 13 and set it to high. Now, if the button is not pressed, we want the light to be off. So we're going to use else. What this does is it runs it if the if is not true. So if the digital read 3 is high, then it will run this. But otherwise, it will run what's in the else. Here, we're going to digital write it to low so that it turns off. Now we're going to upload the code and see if it works. Oops, I misspelled it. Now we're going to upload it to see if it works. Alright, it's done uploading. Now let's see what happens when we press the button. Okay, as you've seen, the light turns on when we press the button. And we've successfully used a sensor to turn on a light. Thanks for watching.